Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken short. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Davis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Davis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. Here we go, here we go. We got double time. Delta. 3 down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week. So certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Rush in. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On second down now. It's Hines. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
On first down, Hines. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for Justice Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
61, matchbox, lights.
He's checking now.
They run with Hines. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You ain't doing nothing today. You 2 jet bombers. You 2 jet bombers. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Check 53. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, Charlie.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Rip right. Rip right. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And his kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Strip that ball.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Makes it 3rd and 8. Mike 51, 2-6. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming across.
We ain't giving up nothing.
He'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play.
I got you, boy. First down. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get some penetration. Let's get some penetration. Deuce.
Back to throw now on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 3.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Big gas. Check 52.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now back to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Safety creep. General West.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his backfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
This is Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Hines. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this one complete to Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Tight dog. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Tighten up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to let this one go deep. They've got his man complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll find Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Crunch. 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 Kill. 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 Kill.
You draw quarters.
Sit.
You're out.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
On the ready.
53. Mike. I got it. Hey.
6-6. Bullet high. Hey, orbit. Now.
They'll drop the throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready, break.
53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Crunch time, defense.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a give right side. It's Hines. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Come.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
30 base.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
2nd and long. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Reed. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
And the Bills first down.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
General West.
They run again with Hines. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
5.
53 at the mic. Switch.
Now.
53, Mike.
Bravo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
5.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Davis. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go again with Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got it. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Davis. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Set. Turn 2 stop.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here I come. Let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
I got it. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3.
Makes 3. 218. Chop it.
Slow. Slow. No, no, no. 53 for Mike.
On first down, Hines. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Hey, box truck. Box truck. Cut.
They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up on Mike Hughes. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, high 7.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
wide open, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. George Kittle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Not here. Mike, 55.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And an alley to run. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by OBJ. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Check back, check back.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you get...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
64.
It's a gain of 6.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Bills.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And they went the wrong way